Hello, hello, hello. Give me one moment. Just one moment. um, yeah, just making sure everything is working fine, which looks like it is, as usual. But last time I did have a couple of issues, especially with Fortnite, so hopefully that's not the case now. It looks like it's working, but last time it was really, really bad. It was kind of funny, but also kind of sad. And, oh, one other thing that I completely forgot to mention. Well, I didn't forget to mention, but last stream, I was not able to do it on YouTube. And the reason why I couldn't stream on YouTube the last stream was because since I was drawing, and this is going to be pretty much the norm for every single time I live stream art, I cannot stream it on YouTube. Not right now, at least. And the reason for that is because my computer would explode. It's either I have Club Studio open, or I have Opera or whichever browser. I kind of go around using many browsers. Right now I'm using Chrome. And or one of those. So it's Clip Studio or browser. It cannot be both. Otherwise, everything would implode. So let's not do that right now. And again, the reason I'm streaming in both platforms now is because I chose browser. Because we're going to be playing Fortnite. While I also talk about other crap, I suppose. Let's just make sure. Yeah, I think that's good enough for yeah. Yeah, look. I think it works fine. Do let me know if you're able to hear the game. I think you should be able to, but yeah, you should be able to. Wait, what the hell? Yeah, I know. I'm not new. I have a creator code, please. Speaking of said creator code, remember to use that lanes in Fortnite. And that's an ad. Gotta take opportunities where you see them. I'm going to play ranked, just because, well, actually no. I don't know if I should play ranked, because I already have all the ranked rewards, so I don't really need to. Okay. For whatever reason, there's nothing going on in Fortnite. Let's not do ranked right now. I'd rather not. Because I would die immediately. What other thing was I going to mention? Was that okay, you should be able to hear it now. Just fine. I think. Hopefully. Was that well, there's a lot of stuff I want to talk about when it comes to I mentioned nerd stuff, and to be more specific, I mean like Marvel Rivals and stuff like that. Since I'm not able to actually live stream Rivals, I should be able to at least tell you my experiences right now and what I'm looking forward to. And maybe later I can show it to you on Twitter. I'm really excited about the new map and skins and all that. I know Ultron is pretty much everyone's... Hello, Sacker! Welcome back. I know it's pretty much in everyone's wish list to get to play Ultron. I'm excited, but not as excited as it was for Emma Frost. Hold on. Let me just share around the link because I only posted it on Twitter, and that's no good. No good at all. Also, I jumped without a location marked, so that's kind of stupid. But oh well. Oh well. Hold on. Hold on. Hmm. Here, train. I'm not looking at the screen, so I'm just flying right now, aimlessly. Just for a moment, I'm just trying to share promotions. Here we go. I think that's enough. I shared it with, in enough Discord channels. That's something. I mean, I was just guilty of doing it, but oh, I did want to mention also that well, first I should finish one sentence. One thing I find kind of weird in the VTubing community is that it's a lot of like, you know, I don't really like the whole, and I've talked about this before, I don't really like the whole Discord aspect of the VTubing community. Like, a lot of it is just empty. It's mostly just, barely any interaction. And again, I'm kind of guilty of it right now because, like, yes, I use the promotion channels like, oh, share your links and whatever. And no, I don't have my own Discord, so that's why I do that. But it is kind of sad that that's what most of the interactions you have with a lot of the VTubers in the community is, just kind of posting once and the, oh my goodness, in a Discord server. And again, I'm guilty of it, I just did it. But to make up for it, I will shout out the people that I'm in servers in. Like, the first one is, wait, hold on. The first one, and obviously the one I actually talk with a lot, is Ringtail. I'm Ringtail. That's one of them. The other one is, of course, Shadowgale, VT. A lot of these you should probably already know, but in case you don't, I don't have their links right now, but just look them up. I'm Ringtail, Shadowgale, VT. You also have Frosty Fiend, which is a really nice person. Like, all my interactions with her have been pretty nice. So, go check her out. Another Transformers VTuber right away. Same with Shadowgale. And the other two that I also interact with every now and then is Sozo. Sozo's Freak Show. Or the Circus Show. Sorry, I forgot the actual title. But Sozo. And the last one is Larry Cow. Well, not the last one, actually. I'm in a lot of VTuber servers. The other one is Nyalta, the Empress. Again, really nice person. Actually, no, I want the set lining. So yeah, go check them out. Again, I don't really have a link in the description right now for all of them. But they should be relatively easy to find. Actually, let me just type the names just to make sure. I'm going to type them in Twitch chat. Very cow. Nyaltan. Rusty Fiend. Ringtail, of course. And Shadowgale. And Sozo. Those are like the ones that come to mind. I'm sure I'm in another Well, I'm actually in another Discord, which is full of VTubers, but no joke, I don't interact with any of them. And again, I just complain about that. It's sad that there's barely any interaction, but yes, I'm guilty of it too. And I don't know why. I mean, it's not like it's like, oh, it's such an unwelcoming space. No, they're pretty much everyone's nice, I guess, in the community. But it's just a me thing. I don't like talking with people that much. Oh, wait, I also forgot, and this one I forgot not because I don't care, so... not going to say that it's, oh, how could you forget me? No, don't worry. It's just because they don't stream anymore, or at least I haven't seen them stream in ages, and it's... holy crap, give me 1 moment. It's fucking... Oh shit. Hold on. Okay, sorry. The other one, like a really good friend, is Peppermint Mishi. And he doesn't stream. Or, I mean, I haven't... That's another thing. I don't use Twitch myself for anything other than my own streams. So I rarely get to see any other ones. But as far as I'm aware, Michi hasn't streamed in ages. So that's why I didn't mention her. But they're pretty nice. Really nice person. Fun to interact with. Really cool avatar, but I haven't streamed with them in a while. There's a person. You're going to see me do that a lot. I keep like oh my goodness. I keep selecting the help icon because in Rivals that's how you ping. Oh my goodness. Oh well. That's what I get for trying to show you something. I'm not going to show you anything ever again. Never again. So, another friend of mine, which again I haven't seen her stream in a while. I think the last time was Oblivion, was Katana Nature. And I'm just shouting out a lot of people right now, which is kind of funny because I don't think anyone's watching, so it's a shout out to the void, I suppose. But in case anyone watches at any point, just go look them up or something. Hold on. But yeah, enough about shoutouts. More talking nerd stuff. The other thing that I find kind of interesting, and this one kind of takes me back to like 2015, 2014, around that time, was that right now, and this is a really, really small part of Twitter, because, I mean, you'll know what I'm talking about in just one moment, but I'm going to talk about Thunderbolts, so if you don't want to hear about Thunderbolts, like the MCU, I don't know, cover your ears, I suppose. I talked about this the other day, and it was about Taskmaster, and how, like, she gets killed off immediately, blah blah blah, and how many people never really liked how she was portrayed in the MCU, blah blah blah, you know the drill. The thing is now, is that on Twitter, there's like, all of a sudden, and I don't know how I stumbled upon it, but there's like a community exclusively dedicated to Taskmaster, like fully dedicated to not just like the character Taskmaster, specifically the MCU version, like Antonia. and they are like super into it, and like making like hashtags saying justice for Taskmaster and all that. And again, well, just to clarify, I'm not making fun of them. I just think it's fascinating because it reminds me a lot of how when I was a teenager, I experienced something very, very similar in Age of Ultron when Quicksilver died. I was so mad when they killed him off, and then he just never really returned. So I was like, completely shocked when he died in the movie, and really, really sad how they wasted like his potential and all that. I was like in full denial, and again, that's how kind of how I see these people feel about Taskmaster, like completely betrayed. And I get it, which is why I kind of started obsessing over Taskmaster as well. I never really absolutely loved Taskmaster, even before the movie came out. I was like, Thunderbolts is going to suck. Who's going to care about Thunderbolts? And oh yes, everyone's favorite character, Taskmaster. But now that it came out, I'm like, oh, how wrong was I? I was so wrong. So in the end, I started caring a lot about Taskmaster and seeing, oh yeah, they completely wasted this character. But it didn't have to be that way, which is the reason why it's kind of infuriating, or like, I wouldn't say infuriating, more like disappointing how they went about her. Especially with a clear route and making her better and all. So that's why I made art of her on Twitter, and I'll probably show it later. Just for anyone who hasn't seen it. Just like a classic alternate universe version of, oh, what if she survived or whatever. So that's how the art looks like. And it kind of like I don't know, the whole community kind of started like a really small but pretty fun movement of like bring her back, justice for Taskmaster, like I mentioned. And you can kind of see the effects already because the actress Olga posted about it on her story. Or well, not directly like to bring her back, but she posted fan art of like one person did fan art of Taskmaster and Marvel Rivals, but specifically the female version, like Olga's version. So her posting it is really fun and kind of cool that even though it's a character that has one line, well, two lines in all her appearances, it's kind of getting all this love. And I know you may think that it's kind of weird, and yeah, it kind of is. It's kind of illogical that a character that really has nothing going for them, like in reality, like yes, there's potential there, or there was potential. Well, there is potential if they just revive her, and I'll talk about that in one moment. Is that it's kind of compelling to see that even characters that don't talk like really impact like a lot of people. Like for people to go on Twitter and say, oh, this is my favorite Glop Shadow out of someone like Taskmaster, to some it may look kind of silly, but to me it's like I get it, because that sort of thing also happens with Star Wars. Like with Star Wars, there's so many Glop Shadows, and the main one that comes to mind is Boba Fett. Boba Fett is the definition of a Glop Shadow. he had one line, like 2 lines in the original trilogy. And he died in his second appearance, much like Taskmaster. So, and then, like, for 30 years, people were like, oh, he's my favorite character, even though he doesn't really do anything. So, him coming back 30 years later just because the fans really loved him, I don't know, that kind of gives me hope that Marvel could reconsider maybe bringing Taskmaster back, because they have done that. Like they brought characters that didn't get their chance, like to a certain extent. Like yes, they did bring back Quicksilver. I know not really, because it's Ralph and WandaVision, but it was close enough. So I do think there's like small possibility, and it's not the first time Taskmaster has died. Like her whole origin story was everyone thinking she died, and no one suspected her that she was alive. So I mean, it's a possibility. I'm on copium right now, so I don't think it's going to happen, but it's a possibility. I wish it happens, but we'll see. If you're passionate about something, just talk about it, like on Twitter and all. Because another main reason that they killed her off, like the director said that yes, there was this whole original story plan for her, like an actual arc, an actual fun interactions with her, with Ghost, which was supposed to be her sister, kind of big sister, but then like she ended up killing her. Kind of regrets it later, but I don't know. Like they just completely scrapped that storyline. So well, that's one of the reasons. The reasons was like, oh, we scrapped it because there were no stakes in the movie, so we just killed her off. Like we wanted someone to die, and they were like, okay, well. But the reason they chose her and not someone like Bucky was that people did complain about how misused Taskmaster was in the movie, like Black Widow. So they listened, and I think they chose the wrong option, because people complain about Ghost too. Like, she wasn't interesting or anything like that. And they fixed her in Thunderbolts, so they could have easily done the same for Taskmaster. So, they listened. I think they took the wrong, like they made the wrong decision, and that's how all these Taskmaniacs kind of feel about it, that they made the wrong choice. But again, if you think about it, if they listen to people complain about Taskmaster and they did something about it, then if you complain and at least make it known, like show your support for the character, there's always a possibility that they bring her back, because they see that people want her or whatever. And it's not like millions of fans are asking for it. I'm not saying that. Like you don't see like massive petitions of bring back Olga for Taskmaster, her best role ever. Like you don't see that. But even a little bit of support goes a long way, because that's how you get fan casts, like how people were saying, oh, John Krasinski should be Mr. Fantastic, and even though he wasn't like the main one, they did bring him for a cameo. So stuff like that really does go a long way. So if you want her to be brought back, just let everyone know that Kevin Feige, you know all that stuff. But I do have to point out that I don't think it's going to happen. It's like one character. Oh my goodness. Oh well. At least it was, holy shit. At least it was quick. Um, Also, I didn't show like my Mandalorian. This is my Mandalorian, and it's kind of inspired by Taskmaster, because that's my club share right now. That's my obsession right now. Taskmaster, specifically the the Done Dirty MCU version. She deserved better. But anyway, it's kind of insane because I did this character thinking about that, and then one of my friends, which hopefully she streams with me soon. She's like an aspiring PNG tuber. She'll stream with me soon. One of these days. She made the exact same Mandalorian without even talking to me. So it was like a huge coincidence. Like one of those things that you go, holy shit! I cannot believe we're on that much in sync. Just absolutely insane. Insane coincidences. Hold on. One thing, well, one other thing I do want to like point out. Well, moving on from Taskmaster, I know I've been like raving about her, but she doesn't deserve that much spotlight. One thing that I'm also really excited about is Superman, of course, and apparently, like Leaker said, that the next Fortnite season is Superman related, like superhero stuff, and that it's going to have Robin and Superman. I'm really excited for those, and in the action figure department, I did pre-order the McFarlane Superman, like the deluxe edition, which I'm kind of regretting now. We'll see. I haven't canceled the order, but I saw someone, I think it was Paternia. I don't know which person or reviewer on Twitter did it, but they got the McFarlane Superman, and there's like 4 faces, like 4 head swaps, or well, face swaps, for like for the figure, and 3 of them are identical, like actually the exact same thing. So I mean, that kind of turns me off a little from actually getting the figure, but we'll see how it goes. Because I don't know, like it's insane that I know people really like to make fun of McFarlane. I don't know, I like some of his figures. There's some that are completely indefensible, but we'll see how this one is, because I was really excited for it. I'm still kind of excited for it, but we'll see if that actually pays off or not. Oh my goodness. Well, that was kind of an easy target. I hear so many chests, I don't see any. Holy crap. Okay. I'm kind of tired. I kind of woke up super early to do some errands, and then as soon as I got back home, I napped for like 4 hours. Then I had to leave home again, and then I come back again, and now I'm streaming, but I'm also super tired, so if I suddenly end the stream, it's because I want to sleep. What is going on? Oh my goodness. Holy shit. That was close. Oh, someone's still here. I should hide. Drink some slap. Kinda don't want to break the slurps, but not much of a choice. Oh crap. I should probably just get away from here. I'd rather not fight, but I need a car. If I just run like through the mountains, I'm going to actually die. There we go. I'm a very good driver. What even am I missing? I don't think I have any sort of... No, I don't have weekly quests anymore. Destroy extractors over there? Nope. We need clone troopers. I don't have a lightsaber. So, I guess it's going to have to be the clone troopers. Well, these are stormtroopers, but might as well kill them. Oh my goodness. No. Nope. 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 There we go. This should help a little bit at least. I'm probably going to play like, 1 or 2 more matches of Fortnite, and then I'm just going to swap to completely just chatting. Because I do want to show what I'm talking about when it comes to the stuff I mentioned about Taskmaster and all that crap. So I'll open Twitter in a bit. Or well, actually maybe not, because I don't think I have it in this browser, and I don't want to open the other browser. We'll see. Hopefully the stream doesn't crash. If the stream crashes, then well, watch this. Oh my gosh, I actually pulled it off. No way. No way I actually stole it. I scared them so much that they just gave it to me for free. It's fine. I have 2 more lives. Wait, there's someone right next to me. There's actually no way. No. Oh, they have the damn Darth Vader. Crap. Does it even talk anymore? Last time I saw, they were really... They were saying that, I know that... No, he's not... He's okay, now. He doesn't... He doesn't say slurs anymore. Hold on. Let me check real quick if I have Twitter here. If I have Twitter in this browser, then that just saves me time. I'm going to sign in right now. Okay, just making sure that I'm not showing my my password info. That would be very stupid. Okay, now the projection's offline, so should be good. Should be good. Actually, no, forget that. I'm not going to. I'm not going to risk it. I should just open the other browser. But that would mean I can just close the Xbox thing. It's fine. Let's just play a little bit more Fortnite. Just one more match. See how it goes. Let me look at the Battle Pass stuff. I'm only missing a couple here. So, what is this one? Ew, disgusting. Guess this one. Some water drinking ASMR there. One other thing I want to talk about, and this is kind of unrelated to all the Marvel stuff. Again, Marvel is kind of my hyper fixation right now. I'm getting really into Marvel again, and kind of into Star Wars, and less into Transformers, and I'll talk about why, because I mentioned this last time I streamed. Transformers is in a really rough place right now. At least when it comes to stuff outside of toys, and even that is kind of debatable because, oh my gosh, did you guys see all the issues with HasLab, like Omega Prime, which was a super expensive HasLab that took a year to make, and the second it comes out, people are getting breakages on the figure. It just breaks. Like, actually just breaks. Because they had like a super tight ratchet joint inside the figure, so it just collapses. Boom. So that's awesome news, right? That's what everyone wants in their Transformers figures. But I mean, it has a lot of QC issues, but let's just ignore those. Let's just pretend those aren't really an issue. Let's just pretend like, oh, they don't matter. Fine, whatever. What about the video games? Like, Transformers video games are in the worst spot that they could possibly be. And it's just kind of insane because we had Reactivate coming out, and then they just completely scrapped it. Like, actually just got rid of it. Goodbye forever. And I already talked about this before. I never actually really cared for Reactivate. I was always saying it's never going to come out, blah blah blah. Then it actually never came out, so now I'm like, oh, I was right, but at what cost? So that's one thing. And then the thing that happens is that, like, holy crap, that did so much damage, is that they release a new video game, like an actual new game. Everyone's like, OMG, a new Transformers game? No way. And what does it turn out to be? A mobile game. Just another mobile game. Which is what everyone wants in the gaming community, always, all the time. Wait, what the hell? Oh, this is an NPC. I don't have shields. So anyway, this new game comes out, like the mobile game, and people are calling it the worst game ever for Transformers, at least. And one thing I immediately noticed, and I haven't talked about it, and I should probably make a video on it. I mean, the Fire Brothers already made a video on it, so I think it's kind of redundant for me to make one. But Okay, yeah, someone's there. Oh my goodness! Okay, well. Okay, so it still talks, which is surprising. Also, I've been making TF2 and Portal art, and the only comments I likes I get are in Russian. And Google Translate sucks. Well, sorry, I'm reading a YouTube comment right now. If anyone's thinking I'm going insane, yeah, I'm reading YouTube comments as well. So if you are there, don't worry, comment it, and I will see your stuff. Where do you post? Because that's very important. Where do you share your art? Because that's... People think that you can just post it anywhere and it's going to blow up. Nuh-uh. And I'll go about why in one moment. So, if you're still there, if you're still watching, let me know when you... where you share your art. Because... it does make a huge difference, and I've experimented a lot on like where your art works best and where it isn't. Blue Sky exclusively. I don't do Twitter drawings no more. And there's your answer. Blue Sky is generally terrible when it comes to algorithm stuff. And I know you like hearing that is kind of insane because when Blue Sky came out, everyone always told you that it was the best thing ever because hashtags actually work there. Oh, use hashtags, you will find everything you look for in those tags. It actually helps. It doesn't. It really doesn't. You can spam every single hashtag imaginable in your post. It will not do well unless you get really lucky. And I put this to the test again the other day, and I will show it to you when I have Twitter open. Let me just play one more match and then we can check that out. And the reason for that is because it's really hard to grow an audience on Blue Sky from what I've seen. A lot of the big accounts on Blue Sky are just people that fled away from Twitter, that already had like a huge following on Twitter. And that kind of happened to me to an extent. I'm not saying like I'm a huge Twitter personality. Like, yes, I have like I have 1.5k, right? On Twitter? Yeah. Almost 1.6 thousand. Like 1,586 followers right now. Thank you all, by the way. Those aren't like oh my gosh, a huge personality on Twitter, like those blue checkmark guys that have 1,000 on them. Well, 100,000 on them. Sorry. But it's still a relatively big number. So when I moved to Blue Sky, like when I made a Blue Sky account, a lot of my Twitter followers went there as well. And I did meet a lot of VTuber people that I have never seen on Twitter, because a lot of VTubers love Blue Sky. And I did get a couple of follows there. So it was like even though I don't post in Blue Sky at all, I have like 300 followers there, which again doesn't really sound like a lot, but for someone that doesn't post, I think that's pretty good. So if you post a lot there, you would probably, like, the reasonable expectation is that if you share a lot of stuff there, and only in Blue Sky, like you just mentioned, the reasonable expectation should be that you should be doing well in there, but you don't. And the reason why is because your exclusivity doesn't benefit you. You really don't want to be exclusive, because if you cut off like potential places where people see you, you will probably never reach a huge audience. For example, I completely started, like, exclusively started streaming on Twitch, and Twitch is still my most profitable. Well, it's my only profitable uh, platform at the moment. It's the only place where I make money, and independently from Epic through the Fortnite code. Like that's the only place I make money, but it's not the only place I get views from. And in YouTube, like on YouTube, I get even more views than I do on Twitch. I have more followers on YouTube than I do on Twitch. And that's because I diversify my content. If I only did streams like I do on Twitch, if I only focused on that, I would probably miss out on a huge group of people that they might not like Twitch, but they probably support me on YouTube, which is what some people do. Like I get like people on YouTube that don't comment on Twitch, comment on YouTube and watch my YouTube stuff. And then I have people on Twitter, like my most followed platform at the moment, that not a lot of them watch my streams. Probably not even 10% of them watch my streams. But they really support my Twitter stuff, so my art gets shared around, my memes, stuff like that. It helps grow a community. And then, and this one's kind of disgusting, Reddit. People make fun of Reddit a lot, including myself. But Reddit is one of the easiest places to get an audience. And the reason for that is because you, instead of like going around kind of spamming every single possible tag you can, trying to get a big tweet, you can just go to a community and they already have the... Oh wait, that's Chewbacca. That's why I'm not killing him. Ah! Wait, I don't have a weapon. I don't have a weapon. I don't have a weapon. That was so close. That was super close. I need to get a gun. Anyway, sorry, got sidetracked. On Reddit, you can just go to a community of people that already think like you and just share stuff with them, and they will like it because you already know what they already know what they signed up for, and you already know they're going to like it. So exploit that. Well, exploiting is a mean word. It sounds evil, but it benefits everyone in the situation. Like, if you know that people in the freaking I don't know. Let's do a hypothetical. Yeah, I don't have a weapon. Okay, let's do a hypothetical. There's no Taskmaster subreddit. Like, it's not there. Like, I was talking earlier that the Taskmaster community is a really niche, small community. It doesn't even have a subreddit. So, let's pretend there's a Taskmaster subreddit, like a Taskmaster community, where the only thing they post about is Taskmaster and just her 5 scenes in the entire MCU. If you go there and share art of Taskmaster, everyone will love it, because that's what they signed up for. Yeah, I should probably make one myself. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, I wanted to run them over. I'm so bad at driving that I can't even drive poorly. Anyway, so yeah, if you go to that community and post Taskmaster art there, they will like it, because that's what they like. That's what they did. That's what the community is for. So if you, for example, I don't know what kind of art you make, if you're even still in there, YouTube person. If you're there, like, if you do like any sort of art, you have a Murder Drones profile picture. So if you do Murder Drones art, just go to a Murder Drones art subreddit and share there. People will like it because that's what they want to see. You already know they want to see that, so give it to them. Blue Sky is so much harder to do that because it's such a young platform. Like, it's relatively new. It doesn't have all the like complexities that most others already do. So it's not as easy to get an audience there. And most people will hear, oh, follow my Blue Sky. Wait, what is that? They don't know about it. Like, they're not going to go, oh yes, Blue Sky, the best platform ever. No. You're going to say Twitter, or, well, hell, just people, like, on the news. Like, if you watch, like, if you have, like, older family members and they watch the news, every single time it's just, oh, on X, or formerly Twitter. Like, that, those are the big ones. Like, Facebook, Instagram. Oh, wait, actually, Instagram. I forgot to talk about Instagram. I also posted the same... Okay, so let's make it super clear. I posted the exact same drawing in 3 different platforms. I posted the Taskmaster art on Twitter. I posted the Taskmaster art on Instagram. And I posted it on Blue Sky. Blue Sky, it had 0 likes. Nothing, not even a single interaction. Okay, Instagram, it had a couple of them, not that many likes, but it's better than 0 on Blue Sky. And then, on Twitter, it has like 200 likes, which is a huge difference from 0. And the reason for that is because most of the Taskmaster community is on Twitter. So, on Twitter, I already know the Taskmaster community is on Twitter, so I'm going to post my stuff there. Because they will like it. They will enjoy what I have to say. That's what you have to look out for. Like, oh my goodness. This damn person. Holy crap, that little wall just saved my life. Should probably get shields first. Are they still in the car? Yes, they are. I see them. Do you see them? Okay, yeah, they're coming. Uh-huh. They're just going to peek out of the window. Oh wait, no, they actually got off. That's not a smart move. There's always a bigger fish. I have like 3 people on me right now. Oh no. Anyway, I was talking about the art stuff. So yes, Taskmaster drawing did the best on Twitter. And the reason for that again is because most of the Taskmaster community, like the 5 people that actually care about Taskmaster, MCU Taskmaster specifically, are on Twitter. They're not anywhere else. So that's why it did well on Twitter. It's not because I have a larger fan base on Twitter, because on Blue Sky I have a larger follower count than I do on Instagram, and I got more engagement on Instagram. And that kind of like changes depending on what you post. For example, I posted Transformers art that's done really poorly on Twitter, and then really amazing numbers on Reddit, because on Reddit there's already the Transformers community, so I can just go to them, show them the thing, and they'll go, oh, OMG, that's awesome. Sorry. And then my Venom animation, which is the, like, one of the projects I worked on a lot for the past few months, it did pretty, like, on Twitter, but it did better on both Reddit and on YouTube, because it's a video. Usually videos don't do that well on Twitter. unless they have like a really super catchy thumbnail. Well, not thumbnail, like first few seconds. Also, I'm going to be drinking a lot of water, so if you hear me like gulp, 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 it's because, I mean, I'm talking a lot, so I need to drink a lot of water. 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 So, anyway, long story short, if you want a single takeaway from this, like if you're struggling as an artist to get views, likes, whatever you want on any single platform, the single issue, like the single main issue you're having, is because you're only posting there most of the time. That's usually the reason. You need to diversify yourself, and I know this because I see it all the time in not YouTuber, like VTuber specifically spaces. A lot of VTubers straight up will ban you on Discords if you use Twitter because of many reasons. Like a couple of months ago, it was because Twitter didn't penalize something. And don't get me wrong, I hate Twitter. I think Twitter is a miserable place, but it works. It gives you numbers. Like you can go, like if you want to go on like on your moral high ground and say I don't use Twitter because I hate Elon Musk or whatever, that's your choice and that's respectable. Like I'm not trying to say like, oh, you're wrong or that's dumb. No. Like do whatever you want. If you don't want to use Twitter, don't do it. But you are missing out on potential views there, which is why I still use Twitter. I have a lot of followers there, and there's a lot of cool people there. So it helps you branch out, meet new communities. But okay, let's say you don't like Twitter. Then go to Instagram, go to Reddit, go to... hell, even the Facebook groups. Like, I know Facebook is like a boomer sort of platform. I don't use Facebook. But there's people that use Facebook exclusively for the Facebook groups, and they have like really large communities there, like straight up really big communities that they just share around memes. That can help a lot, especially if you're and that's another tip I'll give you right now. That's it's all good. I've stopped using Twitter because my best friend left the platform, and I don't blame him. Yeah, that's fair. Like, I'm not saying you have to use Twitter, no. I'm just saying, if you want bigger numbers, you probably should. When it works, at least, because today it did not work at all, apparently. I think they were kicking Elon earlier, because Twitter wasn't working. Oh my gosh, I ran out of gas. Okay. So yeah, this goes again for serial designation N on YouTube. If you want more views, more likes on your Twitter, well, not Twitter, your Blue Sky stuff, don't just use Blue Sky. Use something else. Anything else. It doesn't have to be Twitter. You can use Reddit, you can use Instagram, whatever you want. Even TikTok every now and then. TikTok's not really great for sharing art, but I have done it and it kind of works sometimes depending on how you present it. So don't be afraid to try new platforms. And let's say if you exclusively share on Blue Sky, and like you tell me right now, no, I will not share anywhere else. I only want Blue Sky. I want to be exclusive to Blue Sky. Okay, then what you have to do is start looking for like-minded people. Because if you just put it out there, like just share the art, it's very likely you won't get like any interaction, which is what you just told me. Like, so sneaky. Oh my goodness! Now I have them there. Crap. I did not use the power of the dark side properly. The only platform I use to try to help me grow is YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky. Yeah, those are perfectly fine platforms. So, back in the day, I would have told you to use Tumblr. Tumblr was like also really useful to grow art stuff. So, anyway, if you want to be exclusive to one of those, like Blue Sky, like for whatever reason, start making friends there. Like, try to find people that maybe they have never interacted with your art. Interact with them. For example, I have never, like, when I found out like that Taskmaster died, I was like really sad. So I started looking, like searching on Twitter Taskmaster stuff. Just to see like what people were thinking about it or whatever. Speaking of Taskmaster, let's use Tony. This is going to be my last Fortnite match. I'm going to switch to just chatting after this one. So, I started searching for Taskmaster stuff on Twitter, and then I found out the micro community of the Task Maniacs. So I started following them because it was like, oh, these people kind of agree with me that they wasted that character. So I started seeing their art. I started seeing their posts. So I go, okay, well, now I know there's interest. Like, people are interested in this character, and so am I. So I'm going to make Fortnite art. Well, not Fortnite art. Taskmaster art. And so I did. And I did not tag a single one of them. Not even once. I never tagged one of them to like, oh, look at my art, isn't that so cool? No, it just reached them because the community was there. I already knew the community was there, which is actually full of pretty nice people from what I've seen. I mean, it's relatively new from what I can tell, but they make such cool art and share like, so like truly like they're truly passionate about this club shadow, and that's awesome because now I get to experience it with them because I posted my art, they liked it, they follow me, and I follow them back because that's how communities grow. That's how you grow your own community. That's how you help others grow their own community, and that's how everyone else benefits, like everyone together. Communities don't just spawn out of nowhere. Like the one that stands on Twitter has to start somewhere as well. So Reddit sounds least weird. I'm gonna try that one. Thank you. No problem. Yeah, you should absolutely try other communities. Well, platforms. So again, I'm not saying with the Taskmaster example, I'm not saying that stalk people and get them to be your fans so they can like your stuff. No, that's what you don't want to do. What you want to do is to make sure that there's demand for whatever it is you're doing. If there's no demand for what you want to put out in the world, it's probably less likely that you'll get likes on your art. For example, let's say I'm a really, really big fan of these flowers. These are the best flowers ever in gaming. I'm going to make a community of these flowers. So I go on Twitter and share like art of these flowers, and I go, these are the best flowers ever. Who's with me? It's likely that there won't be many people that agree with me. Like they'll go, no, the best flower, the best plant in Fortnite is this tree. Or they'll go, no, the best plant is this bush. So there won't be any demand of the flowers I like. So they probably won't like my flower drawing because they don't care. They care more about this rock. They care more about this lake. So you have to figure out what you're passionate about and what others are passionate about. So, but on the other hand, maybe there is a flower fan community of this thing. There is a community, but not really. Like, it hasn't actually grown. You can make the first step and go, oh, this is my favorite flower. And out of nowhere on Twitter, someone else will go, oh my gosh, you're right. That is the best flower in Fortnite. And then you'll find other people and it will grow and grow and grow until it's an actual community. Which is what happened with Taskmaster. So that's how you kind of find your people, and that's how you'll simultaneously get more likes on your art. You just have to find the right space. It's not just about how good you are, because let's be real, there's people that cannot draw. But it doesn't matter. You can draw whatever you want, even if it's like technically not as amazing as other people. For example, I think my drawing, like my Taskmaster drawing, is not as good as the Marvel Rivals one, because even that one got shared by the actual actress herself on Instagram, which is, again, is what people got all crazy about, because they're like going, oh my gosh, she actually cares about Taskmaster, let's bring her back. So that drawing is really good. Like Taskmaster and Marvel Rivals, that drawing is great, and it got shared by the actress, so everyone's like, oh my gosh, that is truly awesome. But it's not the only art. Like mine is not the, like, I don't think it's a better drawing, but even if it has like less recognition, it's still part of the community. And then I still get likes because people like it. So there's tons of other people like that that probably aren't that great at drawing, but it doesn't matter because they're expressing themselves, and that helps the community. And that shows that there's other people that care. So you don't have to be the best artist to get likes. Get that idea right out of your mind, because that's not how it works. It's a mixture of knowing what to do, but also knowing where to go to post your stuff. And lastly, there's of course the factor of luck. You do have to be a little bit lucky to grow. It's just how it is. You do need a little bit of luck, but you can put the odds in your favor, so to speak. Oh my goodness. Ah! Get away! Creep. Yeah, get away. Oh my goodness! I have 2 people following me right now. Okay, I think I should be safe. Ah. So, yeah, well, that's a long ramble, but, I'll go over it again when I actually show the Twitter stuff. I'm surprised I haven't died. I could have sworn I was about to die right there, but not complaining. One other thing regarding the topic that I do want to point out is that it does remind me of a lot of the old days of Like I mentioned 2015 and Quicksilver, blah blah blah. But the whole space, it really does remind me of the sort of thing you would look at on Tumblr of, like, oh, this character was so mistreated. Let's make a huge fandom out of them. Like, it does give me that sort of vibes. In a smaller way, because, I mean, it's a character that most people don't actually care about. But it does remind me of that, which is really fun. Kind of nostalgic, in a way. But, yeah. Anyway, I don't know. You tell me something now. Tell me something you find cool or find, any news. Like, anything. It can be Marvel, DC, Transformers, or not even related to those. Anything cool you've heard about, or whatever. Like, anyone in chat that's heard some cool news or did something cool, feel free to tell me. And I don't know, maybe we can talk about it. Just maybe. I'm kind of tired still though. Oh my gosh, it's the same TIE fighter. I'm just going to hide. I hear the damn thing. Oh well, might as well, while you think about whatever it is you want to talk about in chat, I do want to talk about a little bit about Star Wars, which is kind of funny because, I mean, I did talk about the Mandalorian that I made, but Star Wars, like right now, there's a huge, I don't know, renaissance in a way. Like, I know people were really happy with the show, like Andor. So, I mean, it's no surprise that people are kind of interested in Star Wars again because the show was really good or whatever. I watched the new Spider-Man. Well, let me finish my train of thought and then I'll come back to you. So, many people are talking about making Battlefront 3. And it kind of started with Fortnite. And I guess now the show, and also I am noticing a huge uptick on Star Wars demand. Okay, so now I'll look here at your thing. I watched the new animated Spider-Man show on Disney Plus. It was pretty good. For anyone that doesn't know, they're talking about your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Which, yes, it's a Disney Plus show. Which kinda, I had never seen that out before. Oh my goodness. It kind of had its own controversies because whether it was the show itself, comes by the actors, or whatever, but I did hear it was pretty good. But the main complaint, ignoring whatever political drama, whatever, I'm completely ignoring that right now. I did hear people complain about the art style. Like, people really didn't like the animation style at all. Because it's like it's very clearly trying to look like a comic, like a 2D comic. But it doesn't really do that well. It kind of looks like, I don't know, kind of unfinished. Because it's 3D with a 2D shader. So it kind of looks barren, in a way. So I do get that complaint. But I did hear the story was pretty good, for the most part. Kind of, like, obviously trying different stuff. Yeah, it was completely trying to emulate the Romita art. Oh my goodness, my car is about to explode. I did not know what they hit me with. Oh crap, there's someone right here. I mean, I have a lot of shields. Oh my goodness, yes, let's get in the train. Oh my gosh, of course it slows down. Sorry. Move, 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 move. Oh my gosh, that was so close. They already opened the chest, so there's nothing for me here. I guess I'll just survive. So yeah, I mean, I can't comment on Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man because I personally have not watched it. Like, I haven't watched it, but I did hear it's okay. Like, probably not the best, absolute best Spider-Man show. Ooh, season 2 of Peacemaker. Yeah, that one I'm really excited about. I'm excited for everything in DCU right now. But I will say that I think Creature Command is, like, now that the hype kind of died down or whatever, I don't think it was that good. Like, it's, like, I don't think it's a bad show, but looking back at it, it was like, oh, well, it wasn't that great. Like, people don't even talk about it anymore. Like, it had one cool scene that floated around on Twitter. But for comparison, people still talk about Invincible, all that stuff. I'm not saying that popularity is the only deciding factor, but it is kind of insane that no one talks about Creature Commandos anymore. Kind of sad, but I do get why. It wasn't the best thing ever. It was really short. I think that's also one of the main complaints, and one of the main complaints for every single TV show now. They're really short. Like back then, a single season would have like for television, some shows would go to have like 20 episodes, and that was like OMG. And then Disney Plus came out, and it turned out to be the 8-episode formula that nobody likes. 8-episode formula if you're lucky, because there's some Disney Plus shows that are like 4 episodes long, which is even more like even worse. Like even shows that I like Moon Knight, I think that was 6 episodes, which is nothing. Which is again why some people really hate that show, but not me. I love the show. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot of factors why I think people don't think Spider-Man is the best show ever, but I heard it was alright. I mean, pretty much everyone does. Even people that didn't really like the show wanted a second season to make it better. Which again is kind of the same thing that happened with Taskmaster. And yes, I'm going to keep talking about her until the stream ends. Because she's a perfect example of people complaining about something not working, and studios like making the wrong choice. Well, like, I'm not going to say the wrong choice, because Thunderbolts is still a great movie, and they're really like well-received movie. Like, it wasn't like just because they killed Taskmaster the movie is suddenly awful. No, not at all. Like, the movie is still, like, I saw an article about Thunderbolts and how it's the best rated Marvel movie of the whole phase. So what I'm saying is that sometimes studios do overcorrect. Like, you will tell them, I do not like this character, and their first decision is to kill them instead of fixing them. Because it's easier, it's less risky. It's less risky to a certain extent because then it happens the same thing with Taskmaster, where it's like, oh no, it actually, all of a sudden, it actually did, well, Taskmaster did actually have fans, so now we alienated, or made those fans mad because we killed their favorite character. So it's like I don't think it's a 50-50 double-edged sword sort of situation, because obviously more people didn't like Taskmaster than those who did. But I don't think any single one of them, well, no, not any single one. Every single one of them, I don't think every single person that didn't like MCU Taskmaster, their first thought was, kill her. Immediately. I don't think most people were thinking that. I think most were like, fix her, make her interesting. And they were going to try. And most people that read the leaked original script agreed that it was a great choice, like a great arc to fix her. But they decided not to use it because it was safer, like less risky for them to risk a failed attempt at making her work and just not make her work. So that's kind of what happens. That's kind of what could happen with Moon Knight. I'm not saying they're going to kill off Moon Knight. What I'm saying is that they might not even try to fix him. Or, well, quote unquote fix him, because personally I don't think there was anything that they could fix. I think the show was fine. But those that didn't like the show probably want a better season. They don't want Moon Knight killed. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, that's why I brought up the Taskmaster comparison. People don't want the DEFCON 1 solution immediately out of the gate. They don't want, oh, kill this character and make them die forever, or never use them again. No, they want the character to have better stories. Let me see if I can throw this person. Oh no. Failed attempt. Oh well. Better for me, because I do want to talk about this stuff more, well, less distracted. So give me one moment. I'm going to take a quick break while I set up YouTube and Twitter and whatever to show you stuff I'm talking about more clearly. So let me take a quick break and I'll be right back. So, yeah. Hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Um, okay, I think it is working. Sorry. Have to take a small break. But I think everything should be fine now. I opened my other browser where I actually am logged into Twitter. Just give me one moment because I wanna share a couple of things here. Well, first off, I'm going to share my the Taskmaster art I was talking about, because this one is the one that kind of sparked this whole conversation. So give me one minute. Um. Also, I'm probably going to end the stream soon, like right after this, because okay, there we go. I think that should work just fine. Kind of a big screen. There we go. So this is what I was working on the other day. I worked on it on stream. I showed the progress, but I completely scrapped the main drawing, which was like a full portrait of her face, and I got rid of it because I thought it'd be cooler to fully draw my interpretation of how she would look as an Avenger, like, well, a new Avenger. So that's what this is supposed to be, like a universe where she survived and became an Avenger or whatever you want. So yeah, I mean, I think it's kind of cool. And as you can see, well, you probably didn't see, but it did have a couple of likes there, which is pretty cool. Might as well share it one more time because I am pretty proud of it. But then let's look at this one, which is the art I was talking about. That it was like a Marvel Rivals inspired art that hold on, give me one minute, I'm trying to find it, that the actress liked on Instagram. It's Rivals Task Master. I think that should do it. Not this one. Okay, this is the one. This is by Sketchy Hedgy. And I mean, I'll share. You should be able to see the. Oh my goodness, the. There we go. You should be able to see the tag now. So this is art by Sketchy Hedgy, and yeah, this Taskmaster art actually did reach Olga, like the actress, Olga Kurylenko. So she has seen it, and she did like it and posted it on her Instagram story. So everyone's like going, "OMG, she cares about her. Let's bring her back," or whatever. So lots of copium, or copium, if you will. So that's kind of what inspired me to go make that sort of stuff. But one thing I also just saw, which was kind of interesting. Let me look for it right now. Said I'm pretty sure someone got the maximum Hulk figure, which I'm really excited for. I'm just trying to. I'm just trying to see who got it. Oh wait, no, that was on Reddit. Crap. Um. Yep, no pictures of it on Twitter. Damn it. Oh well. Give me 1 second. I think that's pretty much what I wanted to watch on Twitter regarding the Taskmaster stuff. I think I wanted to show something on YouTube, but oh wait, might as well show it right now because in case you haven't seen it, might as well show the last animation I made here. So it's going to be a stream inception. Hold on. Let's see. Yeah. This should be better. It's going to cover up the chat because I'm just making the whole thing a little bit bigger. This is version 2. I'm sharing version 2 here because the other one has copyrighted audio, so don't want that. But this is the animation I worked on for a couple of months. So yeah, pretty cringe, in my opinion. Well, obviously there's things that I kind of would fix if I wasn't a single person working on it. Ideally, I would have gotten someone else to voice act, because I can't really do it. I really tried, but I'm not trained on it. I have seen voice actors do their work, but that doesn't mean I necessarily do how to do it. So, I would probably do, well, even if it was just me again, just no help at all, I would probably need more time to fix up some things here. For example, I did kind of rush the ending because I was tired of working on it, which is kind of what happens every now and then. So, it is what it is. There's always next project. Speaking of next project, I have an idea for a drawing which involves characters that I really like, but as far as YouTube, which is kind of it should be the main thing I focus on, because again, it's where I have like a lot of audience as well, so I kind of want to do something, but I don't know what. I did kind of talk about earlier about the new Transformers game that was like really bad, that people really hated. Let me actually pull this up. It's Eternal, yeah, Transformers Eternal War. Let's look at this one. Let me find one that has like a actual gameplay of the damn thing. Oh gosh, yeah, I found a video of it, so yeah, you should be able to see it now. Going to make the screen more focused on it. There we go. This is a video by regular NP. Just if you're interested in his channel or whatever, go check it out. I'm obviously not going to play the full 37 minutes here, but I am going to comment on this because it's kind of insane. It's something I noticed, which I don't think anyone else is talking about because no one else is crazy enough to play something. It will make sense in 1 minute. Man, that's loud.
Rock and roll, real rock.
Okay. So, yeah, I mean... This is pretty much the only Transformers game that's available right now. Well, I mean, there's a couple out there, but this is the quality of them. And they're all mobile games. So, you'll immediately notice that there's no actual gameplay. And why is that? Because a lot of this game, and I can tell you this without even actually looking at the full video, you don't do anything. Exactly. Like, he just press a button that says auto, and that just plays the game for you. All you do is watch these simulated battles of like your characters killing like a single enemy, and then they have a bar at the bottom that says like their ultimate ability. They shout their ultimate move and kill them. How do I know all of this? Because this is exactly the same gameplay, quote unquote gameplay, as DC Dark Legion. If you don't know what I'm talking about, a couple of months ago, a month ago, more or less, there was a huge campaign of ads on YouTube that were like about a DC game that looked like complete trash, and it had outrageous ads, like really horrible ads about like the Joker pretending to be pregnant or whatever, stuff like that made the game look outrageous. So out of curiosity, I downloaded the game, and it was nothing like the ads. The ads were just trying to bait you into downloading it, which I guess it worked. But the gameplay itself was completely different. It was just like I don't want to say RPG because it's just like a kind of like an RTS, but not really, because there's no real strategy. It's just like pressing one button for the ultimate abilities and that's it. So all you do is like battle simulations where you choose your characters and they have like the roles. They have support, tanks, DPS, you know, the usual stuff, and you just make them fight and then level them up, and that's how it works. That's how the gameplay goes. And that's pretty much how it was for a DC Dark Legion. So when they released this gameplay, I was like, holy crap, it's the same game. It's exactly the same game. Like, actually, I can just jump to like a random point here. It's going to be the same thing. Yeah, one huge character that you have your 5 characters shooting at. Oh my gosh, it's the ultimate ability. The only button you press. OMG. Isn't that amazing, guys? This is the state of Transformers games. And it's just sad. It really is just sad, in a way. because we can't reactivate. Almost there. And again, I was never a reactivate truther or anything like that. So I don't really care that much, but I know people in the community really did. So it just sucks to see that this is what they waited for instead of the actual video game. So oh well, kind of a sad note to end this stream on, but don't worry, tomorrow's another day. Speaking of tomorrow, I don't know if I will stream. Maybe I will. But maybe I will focus on art, which I do want to work on before I lose motivation. That's one of the hardest parts about art, not losing motivation. But I know people in chat here on Twitch and YouTube are talking about like their art numbers. One other very important thing to not forget is that don't do it for the likes. Because it's sometimes something doesn't work, sometimes something does. For example, my first Venom animation did like 30k views. My second one barely got 400 views. So that's what happens. It happens all the time. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So don't do it for the likes. Do it for practice, for self-satisfaction, just because you can. So that's what I'm going to do tomorrow. So yeah, maybe I'll see you tomorrow, maybe I won't. But if I don't, just enjoy your Sunday. It is Sunday tomorrow, right? Yeah, it is. So yeah, goodbye and thank you for watching. Oh, one more thing. Might as well just end the stream. Remember to use code. That's flames on Epic. Hashtag ad. So there you go. Remember to use that if you enjoy my content, quote unquote content. So yeah, just see you around. Goodbye.